Okay, thank you so much. So, good morning, all. Uh, Today, we are conducting a webinar on operational features of the Spider software. So, we'll go with the very basic in order to, how we can create a chart, how we can plot in the studies, and some useful shortcuts which might help you in take faster decisions. Okay, so let's start. So let's say we have first thing we need to do while opening the software is to connect intraday data. So this connecting here, these checkbox will allow you to connect with the live data if you're using live software, and if you're using any EOD software like Iris EOD, so then it connects you to the historical intraday data. So after this, I need a chart. So how we can create a chart from very basic, very start. Okay. So for that, we'll go to the chart menu, and the very first option over here is new by name, and the shortcut over here is Control N. Either of the ways we can use in order to open a new chart. Okay. Either I can just click here or I can hit Control N, and this window will pop up. uh, this window, in this drop down list you have the exchanges, which you are subscribed for. You can see EOD data of all these exchanges. So for now we'll select NSC cache, and here we need to put in the script code of the particular script which we want to open. So we can just search the script with the script name over here. Let's say I want to put in Reliance. So I'll just type REL, hit enter, use up and down arrow keys, select the right option, hit enter, and enter again. So this will show me an unzoomed chart. Okay, hitting Z will zoom in the chart. In order to zoom in or zoom out the chart, I will use Z key, Z. Okay, and the same thing I can do with by clicking here on the script name. Double click here. So this will also zoom in and zoom out the chart. Okay, now we have the chart. So we'll quickly look what is where on the chart. Okay, so in order to see the script name, we'll look at the top left corner, which will show you the script name. Okay, and after that we have script code. If it is starting from N, it means the script is from NSC, but if it is starting from B, it means the script is from BSC. So what you can do is you can just right click over here in order to switch the exchanges. Control W is a shortcut for this, like I have done, right? So after this, this is the current closing price. I mean, tick by tick in live software, so it will be you will see this price fluctuating, and this is previous close. I mean, difference from the previous close. Okay. So in order to see, now we'll see. I mean, if I want to see information of any particular candle, I'll just click here on any of the candles, or I mean, I'll just need to hover the cursor over a candle in order to see the values. I just need to hover the cursor over any candle. This will show me the open, high, low close values of any particular candle on the top right corner. So these are the values which we can see just hovering the cursor over any particular candle. So after this, we'll see, you can see there's a value in zero above the date. That is basically the cursor value on the price scale, which you can just see. I mean, wherever you plot the cursor here, we'll do one more setting which will help you to see the cursor value with the click itself. So for that, we'll go to the settings menu, other setting, chart global. This is show crosshair value. Okay, so it will just show me the crosshair value. And I will enable the mouse scroll so that I can just zoom in or zoom out the chart using the mouse scroll also. So after this, we'll see volume. If you see the value over here in LK, it means the value on right, volume value, is in lakhs. But if you see CR over here, it means the value on the right is in crores. So after this, like you can now we'll see how on the different levels we can scroll the chart. First is, in order to zoom in or zoom out the chart, or I can say adding candles to the screen or removing some candles from the screen, okay, we can just use the mouse scroll over here. And if, let's say, you're not using a mouse, you're using directly a keyboard, so what you can do is you can just use minus key in order to remove candles from the screen, and shift plus in order to add candles on the screen, which will show you, like, I mean, chart is getting zoomed in or zoomed out. Okay, so on other level, let's say I want to scroll the chart sideways, okay, from right to left or left to right. So we will use right and left arrow keys on the keyboard. In order to go backwards, left key, or in order to go move on the right, we'll use the right key. Okay, and there's one more way in order to scroll the chart. Let's say we can scroll the chart on the basis of price scale. So we can expand or contract the price scales, which will, I mean, result in increasing the size of candles and decreasing the size of candles, how it appears basically to the eyes. Okay. So for this, we'll use control up and down arrow key over here. After this, we'll see the time frame, how we can change the time frame. Okay, so changing time frame, we can just look at the bottom right corner, which time frame is selected right now. So as you can see, currently we are on a daily time frame. Okay, so for changing time frame, we can click here. We'll see different shortcuts: D for daily, W for weekly, M for monthly, Q for quarterly, and I for intraday. And you can go to half yearly clicking here and yearly clicking here. So these shortcuts we can directly use on the keyboard. Let's say you can please have a look at the bottom right corner where it is showing DLY, daily. So I just type W here. You can see it changing into weekly, Q for quarterly, Y for yearly, and I for intraday. Okay, we has changed. We'll change the script to NSC, Control W, and then we'll see. Okay. See, intraday 1 minute. I1 means intraday 1 minute. Now, if I want to change the time frame in intraday, let's say another, I mean, other than 1 minute, if I want to go, I'll go to the settings menu, set chart period, and you can see here there's a shortcut saying Control plus I. So either I can click here in order to open this window, or I can just hit Control I on my keyboard in order to open this window. So here we have different time frames like 0 second. I mean, tick by tick data it will show you when you're on 0, okay, and 1 minute, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 60. So what we'll do is we can just click here and you can see the time changing on the bottom right corner, 30, 60. Let's say if you want to have any, you want to see any other time frame, let's say which is not there here, because here we have till 60 only. Let's say I want to open a 75-minute or 120-minute candle, okay? What I'll do is I'll just type 120 over here and hit enter, right? Now you can see time changing over here, I20. Um, the time frame has changed. Intraday 120 minute, which says. Okay, and the same shortcuts we are able to see here also: daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, and this N key. So this N key, I'll let you know. Give me a moment, please. This will help you to reduce the noise from the chart. Okay, like we are on a daily time frame, but I want to see. I mean, last three candles merged into one. Okay, here let's say on this candle, this is low, this is high, this is low, this is high, this is low, and this is high, and accordingly the closing and opening also. Okay, but when I merge all these three candles, I'll be having this is low, this is high, and opening and closing on the basis of this also. I mean, like this will be the opening and this will be the closing. Okay, so it will show you like that. So but for this, let me clear the screen. Okay, we'll type the number of candles we want to merge. Okay, so I type 3 here and click on N instead of hitting enter, because hitting enter will show me the intraday time frame. When I click N here, now you can see we have merged all three candles backwards. I mean, uh, so the noise from the chart has been reduced. So by going back to the normal, you just need to type D on the keyboard or just click on the daily here on the chart period selection window. So after this, and you can save plot, I mean, keep this window anywhere on the screen. And when you close the software, next time you will open, it will show up like that only in that area only. So if we have, for that we need to keep the settings like this: show previous window state, previous window position, and this is, I mean, if you want to keep the app in full screen only, then you need to take it. And doing this, it will auto download your daily files, and this will help you download intraday files, historical intraday. Okay, so we'll clear the screen and cancel this for now. So now we know how to scroll the chart, how to change the time frame, what is where on the chart. Okay, and one more thing, if I want to let's say change the chart types now. So by default, it comes up with Japanese candlestick. By default, the chart comes up with Japanese candlestick. In order to change the time frame, we'll type B. Oh, sorry. in order to change it to bar chart, we'll type B on the keyboard. It will show me the bar chart. Okay, where on the right you see the opening value. Okay, let's say if I take this bar, so on the right it is the opening, and on the left it is the opening, and on the right it is the closing value of that candle, and high and low. Now after this, we'll go to the line chart. Hitting L on the keyboard will show me the line chart, which is basically closing chart. Okay, and hitting H on the keyboard will show me the Heikin Ashi. Okay, this also helps you to, write you the whole wave, help you to, write the whole wave. So it removes the confusion zones. Because uh, once the price is constantly moving upwards, it will show you the green candles only. And by typing J on the keyboard, it will show me the Japanese candlestick. Like you can see here over here, watching this candle may create panic into some traders, but when I see it in Heikin Ashi, it still shows me a green candle, and again it gives a, next day it started to rise, price started to rise. Okay, so J for Japanese candlestick. So these are the four chart types: B for bar, L for line, H for Heikin Ashi, and J for Japanese candlestick. After this, we need a study or any indicator oscillator on the chart to be plotted. So for that, we'll just right click on the screen on the chart. We could have multiple charts over here, but first we'll see how we can plot a study over here. So right click and look for add study on the right top. There's a shortcut also, S for study. So if you want to open the study selection window, just type S on the keyboard, or you can right click and open this. So this is the study selection window. It has more than 180 studies, indicators, and oscillators, and can make more than a billion, I would say, permutations and combinations over here. But still, we'll see what we can make use of it. We'll try to see make a simple screen. Okay. In order to plot relative strength index, we'll type R here, relative strength index. If I want to plot it in all the time frames, okay, I'll click here, okay, and if I want to change the parameters, let's say RSI period is 14 and exponential is 9, we can change it here, okay. If you want to change the overbought oversold, we'll click here and change it, okay. Let's say I want to change it to 60/40, okay. And in all time frame, after this we can add it. So you can see it has been added under the volume bar. Okay, let's say I want to keep the RSI, keep the volume down and RSI with the price. What I'll do is I'll click where VOL is written over here, right? Click here, click on subgraph. By default, it will open up in subgraph. Open the subgraph tab only. Okay, so we'll look for a blank space below the RSI. Just click here and modify. It will move downwards. And let's say if some people don't like to watch RSI with the average line, in that case you can just double click here, go to the display. Like you can see, the average line is in red color. We'll go to this, here we can change the line type. Okay, so if you want a solid line, dot dash dot, or want to clear it, I'll just click clear and make its color black so that it should not be visible on the right. Also, like over here, let me show you here. Okay, then I'll modify. You see, the average line has been removed. Now let's say I want to plot some averages on the chart. I'll take intraday 15-minute time frame. Head study. If I want to plot any single average, it could be of average type. We can choose from here. We can plot multiple average types here. Like you can see the shortcuts by clicking here, a list will come up. And simple, exponential, weighted, Wilder, adaptive, triangular, hull, zero, lag. Okay, so by on intraday type frame, it is suggested to use exponential, because let's say if you are an index trader and you are using averages over here, if I take simple averages, it will basically gap ups and gap downs in market will distort the average and will not be able to find the right values comparatively. So it is suggested, every trader has their particular choice. So it is suggested you can use exponential. So I'll keep the same color for both the lines. Both the lines means when the price is above the line or when price is below the line, we can have different colors if I am using a single average. Okay, I plot it here. And let's say if I want to plot multiple averages, then I'll just type S on the keyboard, study selection window will come up. This will show me short, medium, long, short, long. Okay, so let's say I want if I want two averages, let's say 11 and 21, or 21 55, or 50, yeah, 50 or 100 if you want to go with. So you can choose here. Similarly, we'll just choose the average type. Okay, give the parameter, and we can plot it the same way, right? So I'll close it for now. Let's make sure. Let's say we take exponential 50, exponential 100, and 200. So this is how you can have multiple averages. You can change the colors from here. Just click here and choose the color you want. Let's say I want to make it blue. This should be like, yeah, and this is orange, the slowest one. So this is the, and these averages will also help you. The slowest average will help you to find out the major turnarounds in the markets, major resistance and support points. Okay, like you can see, yesterday's turnaround happened from here, exponential 100. Okay, and this reversal point. Okay, if I change, I mean, you can use on the multiple time frames also in order to see the main resistance and support zones. So this is how we can create a screen. Now let's see how we can save it. For that, we will go to the chart menu, save screen, and we can save up to 10 screens on shortcut. Okay, starting from 0 to 9. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Control 1. So there's a short code which you need to put in while saving the screen, and if you don't want it on, I mean, any shortcut, it's not that you can only have 10 screens only. You can have any number of screens, but on shortcut you will be able to open 10 only. So for that, we'll start with the short code, that is SCR, first three letters of the word screen. Okay, then one space. Let's say I want it on control 1. I'll type 1 here, again space. So this is the short code which you need to type in. After that, you can type anything A, B, C, X, Y, Z for your reference. Let's say here I'll type uh, EMA 21, 50, 100, 200 with RSI. Then save it. So we have the same averages on daily time frame also, because we plotted it like that in all the time frames, right? So let's see if we can open it. So now we have a saved screen. Whatever we did, we don't need to do that particular these things again. I mean, like we made a screen from the very start. So every single day you don't need to repeat the same process. All you need to do is, let's say we have plotted this on the control one. So I'll just type control one on my keyboard and I have this screen here, right? So now we'll see how we can, let's say if you don't remember the shortcut, how you can open the screen. We'll go to the chart menu again, load screen. Here we can see the screen which we have opened. You might be having multiple screens over here. You can just double click on any of them and it will open up the screen. So after this, we'll see uh, how we can create multiple charts. Like this is one single chart. Okay. If I want to have, let's say, 4 charts or 6 charts on one single screen, how we can do that? So for this, I'll just unzoom it for a while. First, and this will help me see the screens. Okay. Go to chart menu. So we have this active screen. We don't want to repeat the same process for the next screen, next 5, 6, 7, 8, because we can use it on the multiple screens also. Let's say if I want to connect any additional screens or monitors, we can connect, and I want to use 5 different screens with any number of charts for I mean, so you can create that. And how we can create, let's see, we'll go to the chart menu, duplicate active chart. Okay, I want 4 screens, so I'll repeat this process one more time. Okay, so we have 4 screens here. Now I want them all to be fit in as per my screen. So I'll go to the chart menu again and look for tile chart. And you can see the shortcut in right front of it saying Control T. So just clicking here or hitting Control T, any of them will work. Okay. Now we have all 4 screens in as a okay on the chart on the screen. I mean split okay equally. So now let's say I have saved Control 1 for the single chart. Now I want this also, multiple chart also I want. I want to create a screen out of that, which I want to open on Control 2. So what I'll do in that case, I'll go to the chart menu, again save screen. Now I'll just type 2 here and multiple. Okay, I can give a name here, charts. With this particular averages, these averages and the indicator that is there on the chart. Done. So if I want to clear the screen, I'll go to the chart menu, clear screen, and hit Control 2 now. Okay, and I can switch within the screen just by hitting shortcuts over here. Control 1 will show me this, Control 2 will show me this. Okay, and now we'll look into some of the shortcuts which might help you while using the chart. Okay, so let's say I'm on screen 1, which has somewhere around 4 averages and one oscillator uh, relative strength index. Okay. So for this, let's say I want to hide the averages and I want to see the naked price for a while. So either I need to right click here, hide a night study, okay, select all, select the things. Let's say I want to keep the price and hide all of them. I'll click OK and they all will be hide. But there's a shortcut for the same also. Okay, and keep. All I need to do is just hit Control K on the chart. You have, I mean, we have hide all the indicators and oscillators averages. What I mean, you might be having 15, 16 indicators plotted, but hitting Control K will hide all of them. Okay. Now, let's say I want to see, remove the averages, or let's say we have band Bollinger on the price, we have parabolic stars on the price. Okay, some different indicators also. So what I'll do is I'll just take the cursor on the price where the price is written here, right? Keeping cursor over here, then I'll hit the control key. Keeping control key pressed, I'll click left click over here, control plus left click on the price. It will show the price only and rest of the indicators will be hidden from the screen. Okay, or let's say I want to keep the average only, but it will make no relevance because without price I will not be able to see. So I'll just keep click here, you'll be able to see the average line only. Okay, clicking back again will bring back all the different elements of the chart. Okay, so and one more thing, let's say you want to play around with the average. Okay, we have exponential 21 plotted, and let's say I want to increase or decrease the number of average. Okay, so keeping the cursor on the number, not on the E, not on the average. Okay, let me tell you, 1 minute. Not here, not here, just on the number. So keeping cursor here, I'll use the control key, which will increase the number. You can see 21 to 51 we have reached. Okay, and let's say if I want to decrease the average, I'll use the shift key and the left click. Shift and left click in order to decrease the number. Control left click in order to increase the number of any of the averages. Like I want to change the average type also, I'll keep it here. Okay, so this is how we can play around with the average a bit. These are small shortcuts which might help you. And let's say I want to zoom in a particular subgraph. So let me tell you what a subgraph is first. So this is a subgraph, okay, with this price scale. This is also a subgraph with this price scale, and this is also a subgraph with this price scale. Okay, in crores, this this is showing RSI value. So if I want to maximize any particular subgraph, I click here and type Control S. So this will maximize that subgraph and hide others. Others. Okay, and hitting Z on the keyboard will bring it back. Let's say I want to maximize this RSI subgraph. I click here, Control S, Control plus S, S for study. Okay, so this RSI subgraph has been maximized, and hitting Z, zebra. Okay, it will bring back. I want to increase the volume, Control Z, Z. So this is how we can do it. These are small shortcuts, might help you someday. Okay. So we have two screens here now. Okay. And after this, we have we have the screens saved. Okay. So for today, we will be we can close here. Okay, and we can continue the different aspects in upcoming webinars. Okay, moving further from here, right? So thank you for joining. Have a great day.